Good afternoon. We are live here at the Raymond E. Gishard Football Stadium. We apologize for our late start. We're just about 20 minutes into the first half of the first game. It's Youngsters versus the high-flying Shining Stars. They're the sole leaders. They are the number one team right now in the Women's Football League. And they're attacking. This could be dangerous. Oh! She made a save. That is Janica. And she kicks it out. She only finds the Wasp, number 2. Picked up there by Cariana. Cariana has pressure from Wasp. The stinging Wasp. Cariana plays it forward. Finds. Here is Adriana breaking loose. But she can't break bad. She's intercepted there by Jakida. Jakida has pressure. She kicks it wide. Finds Sister Niles. But she can't control it. It goes out of touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Youngsters just about 10 yards away. That's a foul throw by Lala. She's looked like she's played in the defense today for the Youngsters. We're just about, I would say, 25 minutes into the first half. It's 0-0. It's Shining Stars, the leaders in the 2019 Sunset Home Female League. And they're playing against the defending champions who are resurging. A win today will put them up there among the leaders. And it will turn the tables once again in the female league. We shall see. But the Shining Stars, they are cockahoo. They are out for business. It's Niles on the attack on the right hand side. What will she do? Can she get across? And she sends it across. It's a good one. Headed away there by Cariana. Charisse, ball breaks for Isabel. Maisha leaves it for Wasp. There's confusion. Picked up now by Woodley. Woodley plays it in no man's land. It's going to be picked up by Jakida. Jakida picks it up, plays it wide. And the ball breaks. I'm going to be joined here shortly by Mr. Linton. We're going to be sharing the commentary today in the first game. Ball is picked up by, oh, that's a nice pass, but it's an offside position. Good afternoon, Mr. Linton. Your prediction on today's game?
Good afternoon, listeners. Looks like a pretty even game so far from what we have seen. Both teams have gotten chances, but none have been able to convert. So let's see what will happen as the game goes on. You know, normally when legs get tired, people start to walk, mistakes happen, and then it's anybody's game at that point.
Anybody has the edge so far?
Looks like Youngsters look like the more aggressive team going forward. In the final third, they have been a little bit more decisive than the Shining Stars team. However, Shining Stars is looking to counter and catch youngsters sleeping on the break. Like this, like Roxanne.
Oh, this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. Keeper comes out. Janica, she was quick. Off the line. Oh, Roxanne was a little bit slow, but Janica was quick off the line. It was a breakaway. Here comes Tiara on the left hand side. Picks up there by Roxanne. Can Roxanne shimmy? Roxanne turns. She has pressure from both sides. Lots of pressure. She turns. Can she win it? Can she get her left foot off? She has it. She slides. Here it is. Oh, it's a foul.
Pretty tough call. She was defending from both sides. Couldn't get that turn in. But if she had gotten that turn in, it would have been shot on. Very interesting game. As I said, Shining Stars looking to break on the counter. They realize that they're quicker in offense than the back line of youngsters. So they're looking to catch youngsters sleeping.
I thought that Roxanne was a bit slow in making her move. I think that if she had made a move quickly, she would have had a one-on-one, but she kind of delayed her move, and because of that, she was the defense of the youngsters. They were able to recuperate. Here comes the Shining Stars on the left-hand side with Janelle. She loses it and it goes out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for the youngsters, taken quickly on the right-hand side, intercepted, played back by Reba, played nicely inside by Chavis. This is good 1-2 football, but not controlled well by Adriana. Picked up now by Jakita, played wide to Niles. This is good football. Good possession football. Niles gives it away. Oh, this is a big mistake, but cleaned up nicely by Shakila.
If you realize Shakila is actually playing very deep behind her back line, and that is what is actually saving the youngsters right now from the counter-attack of Shining Stars. If Niles had utilized that space down the flank, she would have been able to draw Shakila out, and Roxanne would have maybe another one-on-one chance with Janica.
Why do you think she's playing so deep?
I guess she realized that the speed of Shining Stars is basically running past our other defenders, so I guess she's playing deep to cover them.
Okay. Here is a throw in. It's going to be deep on the right hand side. It will be taken by the Wasp. Plays it inside the box. Headed away by Lala. Picked up now by Roxanne, number 13. She has pressure. Lots of orange around her. She's holding it. She will play it back into defense to Carissa. Carissa boots it forward aimlessly. Picked up there by Woodley. Woodley plays it forward only as far as Chavis. Carissa plays it forward. Booted away there by Shaki Boom, 1-on-1. Can Adriana get past? No, she cannot get past Jakida, who does well in defense.
For Adriana to be successful, she has to hold that ball a little bit closer to her. Jakida would use her experience and know that they are equal in speed and just knock it away for a throw. 1-on-1, take on the inside and use your change of pace. That's what we need to see in Adriana game today if she's going to put the ball in the back of the net.
And she has to be instrumental in this game because she's a key player for the youngsters. And if the youngsters are to be successful today, she will have to play a very key role in their victory, if they are to get a victory today.
Very much so. And this game is actually a very interesting game in terms of the table. A win for youngsters today would send them to 9 points.
And then a win for the Shining Stars, what would that do for them?
Well, put them one step closer to the championship. They are already in front after the first round. So let's see how they will respond. Leading the first round, it's all about the second round. Teams get better as the competition goes on, and it's about getting better and finding the ball in the back of the net.
Well, I must say some teams get better, but some teams peak and start going downwards in the second half. But I know that Shining Stars have that history, but I have spoken to the coach on many occasions about that, and he told me that not this year. As the saying goes, not this time around. So we shall see. If Shining Stars, they have the lead and they are smelling, they have a little sniff of the championship already. This is the first game for them in the second round, and they are looking to hold on for their life.
Pretty much. That's as the game goes on, you realize they are basically holding on for their life. Let's see if they would be the first ones to break through. We realize that on the side of the youngsters, they are with a makeshift keeper, or a backup keeper as we would say, and she's doing a pretty good job. She's coming off a line very quickly, so we have to look to see if she will be able to hold Shining Stars at bay today. So far so good.
Here's Was with the throw-in. Here's Kit breaking on the right-hand side, but she has quick, speedy Lala with her. Can she get away from Lala? Lala is quick. And she kicks it out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for the... No, it's a corner for Shining Stars. Oh, Lala was quick. Kit was breaking on the right-hand flank. She was moving like a hare along the right-hand side, but Lala outran her and gave a corner. Can they defend this corner? What do you think?
Well, they need to. What I just realized, Mr. Johnson, is if you realize the youngsters are playing the most experienced 3 players at the back, that's why they might be struggling a bit in midfield to link the ball through to Adriana. You realize a lot of the balls played to Adriana by pass from the midfield, because you realize Sharis is playing on the right and Lala on the left with Shakila in the center. So let's see if that formula would work for them today to keep Shining Stars at bay.
Here comes the corner, headed away there by Carissa, and it goes out of touch, and it's going to be a goal kick for the youngsters. Yes, I guess the youngsters, they're playing it safe. I don't think they want to leave the back open, so they want to straighten the back and maybe play from the back. Here is Shakila with the goal kick. They want to tighten it. Sharis in defense, Shakila in defense, Lala in defense. So they are lacking experience in the middle. Here is a ball played forward by Maisha, looking for Roxanne. Roxanne has one-on-one with Lala. She shimmies, she dummies. Lala is not buying it. Lala did well.
Very well, and as I said, look like the experience in the back line of the youngsters today is proven to be a bit troublesome for Shining Stars up front. The midfield is not capitalizing on the experience that they have, that they should be able to dominate the midfield, string a few passes together, and try to unlock that back 3 of the youngsters today.
Here is Niles with the throw, deep on the right hand side, breaking bad now. That's a big kick over the top, but straight to Carissa. Carissa plays it wide. That's a good pass. Niles, that is Tiara, not going to it. Played away there by Reba, intercepted by Lake. Janelle, picked up by Carriara. She plays it wide, looking for Reba. Reba is under pressure from the experienced Janelle. It's Woodley and Janelle.
Woodley gets her.
Yes, she gets around it. Can she get? There's nobody inside for our youngsters. Can you see that? Can you believe that? There's a sea of yellow in the middle. Not a man, or should I say not a woman? Did I go over the fence?
Over the fence.
I hope somebody will go for it. Because one ball went over the road, and by the time I reached in the road, the ball was gone. So just hold the commentary while I get somebody to go for that ball.
So we have a throw-in on the far side, on the annex side as we'll call it, by youngsters. As we just saw that youngsters got the ball forward, but Adriana is actually playing so deep in her midfield. For her to be successful for her team, she needs to be closer to Jakida and Carissa. It's a nice throw in by youngsters, headed away, out of touch, and it's a frog in. Sharis, throw in from the annex side, in, and ball is in possession, back to Sharis. Sharis plays it nicely to Reba. Reba crosses, once again, no problem. Sea of yellow once again. Yellow looking to break, but it's Sharis blocking, still yellow. It's a jumble. Now the ball is out to Kit, and they're looking to counter 1v1. Kit, Shakila, Kit, Shakila, and Kit is using a speed pass. Shakila, and Kit is breaking. She pulls it back, plays it across to Roxanne. It looks like danger. Roxanne a fibble up a shot, but guess who's there? Lala is breaking. Oh, she lost it to Niles. Roxanne is looking to take on a man. Beats one. Looks like on the left foot, and it's a shot. Ooh! Over the bar. I feel Roxanne needs to be a little bit more composed in that penalty area, Mr. Johnson. What do you think?
I thought Kit looked quite quick, and she played a superb pass to Roxanne. Roxanne just needed to be a little bit more decisive, and she could have put that ball away. Because I thought Kit did expertly coming down the left hand side. She was quick. Ooh, she just wiped out Shaki Boom. But her pass was great, but it was not finished. But here comes, Roxanne goes down. Play on, says the referee. Played wide to Carissa. What will Carissa do? She has space, acres of space ahead of her. She boots it forward aimlessly. That's not a good pass by Carissa. Keeps her, takes it as if to say, thank you, Lord. She comes forward using her backs. Is Janica. She plays it out only as far as Isabel. Isabel does not control. That's a wild pass there by Tiara. Tiara Richardson, that is. Booted forward there by Lala. Lots of space. Here comes the Wasp. The stinging Wasp on the left, the right hand side. Plays it inside to Carissa. Carissa controls well. Turns inside. Gives it to Isabel. Isabel turns. She has pressure. Plenty pressure. Plenty pressure. Oh, she's lumbering through. She still has pressure. Oh, she does well. Leaves it for Carissa. Carissa boots it forward. Roxanne looks to be in an outside position. Referee said, no, this is trouble. This is trouble. Oh, good work by Shaki Boom. Shaki Boom plays it wide. Reba has pressure. She loses it. Niles, Tiara. Sends a cross in. Intercepted by Caris. And the ball goes out of touch. Goal kick for the youngsters.
Goal kick. Well, if you realize for the past few minutes, the Shining Stars have kept the pressure on the youngsters. I hope Coach Gordon realizes that his midfield is lacking that express. Look at how deep Adriana is as a lone striker. Look at how deep she is. Carissa has basically no work to do. Carissa is comfortable marking Adriana, and then Jaquita is just at the back there to sweep or clean up anything. And youngsters just put the ball out of play aimlessly.
The question is, who is going to supply Adriana with the ball? If she doesn't have a constant supply of the ball, she'll be wasted up front. So that's why I think that Charisse played in the right back position. Who am I to question the coach? But I think Charisse needs to be in the middle of the field to supply Adriana with some of those balls, because Adriana needs work, because she is the key. She is the linchpin to the youngsters. But who am I? Here comes the throw. Left hand side by Lake. Played back to Lake. Can she get up cross in? She has on the pressure. One there again. This battle is a good one between Woodley and Lake. Lake wins this one. Who will win the war? Adriana picks up, but she has a sea of yellow around her. She plays it across, looking for Cariana. Good break. Cariana has the Wasp with her. She plays it back to Adriana, but it's intercepted nicely by Jaquita. Played forward by Charisse. Here is Adriana inside it's a foul against Adriana on Jaquita, and it's going to be a free kick for the Shining Stars. We are just about, according to my watch, 35 minutes into the first half. It's the youngsters 0, Shining Stars 0. It's a big match. It's a good match. It's a tight match. They're going toe to toe, neck to neck, body to body, belly to belly. Here is Cariana. She has pressure. 2 yellow, 3 yellow. Isabel picks it up, plays it forward. This is a foot race. Who will win it? Oh, this is trouble. Oh! Again, Roxanne had a chance. The defender, Shaki Boom, was struggling. Today, Shaki Boom seemed to be struggling for pace because Roxanne outran her. She had the ball on her left foot, but it was a weak, feeble shot, and the keeper, Janica, collected easily. But she had a wonderful opportunity. Did Roxanne, and she didn't finish.
No, she didn't finish. And as a senior player as Roxanne is, Roxanne should have put that ball in the back of the net. You don't give Shaki Boom a second chance at you, because you know she would send that tackle in the box. Danger or not. And it's ball with Kariana. Kariana boots it forward. But Adriana looks like she's struggling, Mr. Johnson. She doesn't look like she's moving freely. Oh, tackle by Jaquita. What a play.
And Woodley went down. It was a stiff tackle. Jaquita is tough. She's strong. And when she goes into a tackle, she normally comes up the man. So it's a throwing for the youngsters, just about the halfway line on the right hand side. Reba has it. She plays it back to Charisse. Charisse plays it inside. Ball breaks for Lala. Lala boots it on the right hand side, looking for Reba. Reba has it. Reba shimmies, but she can't get past Janelle. That's a big battle on that right hand side. They're all day going at it.
What I think Coach Gordon may have to take a chance and do is drop Lala in the midfield. See if Lala could create something, because I believe her pace in the middle of the field would cause some trouble for the Shining Stars.
But he will have to risk opening something at the back. So it's a risk that he will have to take. The question is, it will have to be a tactical move, and it will be, when will he take that chance? Here is Sharice moving forward, deep into the Shining Stars half. As a matter of fact, they are right into their final quarter, and she has a throw. She will try to throw it inside the box. Is she strong enough? Yes, she is. It's inside the box, and it will break out of touch. Or no, the keeper collects it easily without pressure. And right there, I thought that the keeper should have been put under pressure. She collected that ball too easily. She kicks it now, and it looks like it will go out of touch with it. No, picked up there by Tiara. Tiara plays it back to, we have two Tiaras on the field. This is the youngsters' Tiara. It's a whistle against the Shining Stars. Against Roxanne. Foul?
Very, very tough call. I said that the 50-50 call could have gone anyway. But the referee's on top of it, and the referee decision is final.
So it's a free kick to the youngsters, just about the halfway line. About an inch. Oh, right on the halfway line. It's going to be taken by Lala. Lala with the left booter. Lala. Not a good kick, but it ends up right at the feet of Kariana. Picked up now by Tiara. Tiara for the youngsters. Cannot get past Isabel. Isabel on the pressure from Tiara. Kicks it out of touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for the youngsters. No, according to the ref, it's Shining Stars ball. So Shining Stars, they have possession. It's still 0-0. We are just about 40 minutes into the first half. Here comes a big kick from Carissa. Roxanne on the pressure. Boots it forward. Looking for Kit Kit. Niles. Kit Kit leaves it for Niles. She plays it forward into the middle. There's no one there. Shaki Boom cannot control it. Oh, Stud showing there. Shaki Boom goes up. The ball breaks nicely. Played. Kit Kit picks it up. Kit Kit has Lala with her. She gets. No, she doesn't. The ball breaks nicely. She plays it inside. Ball played back. Can she pick it up? Yes. No. The ball goes out of touch, and it's going to be a goal kick for the youngsters.
It's been a pretty end-to-end action in the past few minutes. The Shining Stars team needs to be a little bit more composed in the final third. That pass was just booted away way too hard for Kit Kit. But Kit Kit looked like she's roaming from the left to the right and confusing that back line a bit, Johnson. I wonder if they could deal with her pace.
She looked like she's in very good shape. She moves well off the ball. That's what, and she's always the first to react to the loose ball. And I think that's why she has been scoring goals in this season. Her reaction to the loose ball has been good, and she's moving off the ball to receive the passes. So I'm happy to say that the ball has been returned.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
I lost one earlier. I mean, one blink, and the ball has gone.
Well, we have to move as fast as the ball sometimes, Mr. Johnson. And it's Shakila with a goals kick. And she plays it wide. And it goes out of touch for a throw. Throw to Shining Stars, and the Wasses with the ball.
Yes, it's a throw just about the halfway line on the right-hand side for the Shining Stars. That's a good move. Good diagonal run there by Roxanne. She needs to change her pace. Has pressure. She pulls it back nicely. Looking for Isabel. Isabel under pressure. Ooh, aye. It's a foul. That was a robust play by the youngsters. And they get a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. Or is it a throw? But it's not often that you will see somebody manhandle, should I say woman handle Roxanne, but she went down under the pressure. It's a throw. Inside the box, headed away there by Roxanne. Ball breaks inside the box, headed forward, breaks again. Cleared by Reba, only partially. The ball is at top of the box with Maisha. Can Maisha get a shot in? She runs into a sea of youngsters. Played forward, ball breaks nicely for Adriana. Adriana plays it inside, looking for, this is good onto football now. Miss pass. Played away by Chavis, looking for Reba, and Janelle plays it. Not a good pass. That's a bad pass. This could be trouble. Shot. That's a bad shot. She had space. She had time. She should have gone inside the box. That was Tanika, but she just kicked it forward. Here comes the youngsters once more. Tiara plays it forward, looking for Adriana. Adriana has a sea of yellow around her. Yellow, but she's breaking inside the box. This could be trouble. What can she do? She rolls it to the keeper. Roly-poly, that's what a powder puff.
Very, very soft shot. That is a ball that Adriana should have put onto her left foot and place it in the back of the net. You realize that she's trying to get it back onto her right foot, which would bring her back into the defender. At that level, in the box, you try a topo. Even a topo might work, Johnson.
But we know that her left foot is a weak foot. She uses it for walking. Here comes Tiara. Under pressure from Niles. That is Kanima, number 15. So we have two Tiandra, two Tiara, and two Niles. And guess what? One person is in the middle of those, because we have Tiara Niles and we have Kanima Niles. Here is the youngsters, they're attacking, but Wasp is stinging. Maisha plays it dangerously across a goal, but Wasp picks it up, and the ball is breaking. Kanima, is she fast enough? Yeah, she picks it up. Kanima plays it inside, looking for Kit. This is a 50-50 race. No, it's a 60-40. Oh, that's not a good shot this time there, but she got ahead. Again, she's winning all the sprint battle, but she did not compose herself and take a proper shot.
I feel this was one of the times that she should have utilized her drag back, which she uses very well, and get on the other side of Shakila, and then she'd have a one-on-one with the keeper. But one of the things that I've realized with Kit running, Mr. Johnson, she runs very straight. She needs to master now, when she get that open space, how to cut in and bring herself closer to the goal.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Apart from cutting back, she could have gone inside the box because she got ahead of the defender. So she could have busted inside of the box and she would be right on the keeper one-on-one, and then she could have just squared it past the keeper and maybe somebody would have been there to tap it in. Even one of the defenders, because of the momentum, might have hit it inside the goal. But she got ahead of the defender. But instead of continuing her run, she just kicked it into the side netting. But she's quick. And she's getting quicker. So as you said earlier, her pace is causing endless trouble, and I see why the youngsters, they have almost all their players, the experienced players back. Here comes Kit again. She plays it forward looking for Roxanne. It's not a good pass, but the ball break nicely for Roxanne. Roxanne has pressure. Roxanne, there's lots of yellow open on the left hand side, but she should have passed it. She took a shot. The keeper comes out, booted it instead of taking it up. Here is Tanika, this time the battle is won by Janelle, long touch. Janelle breaking down the left hand side. Jay sends it inside. Cleared easily by Shaki Boom. Jay plays it inside, the ball breaks. Shot! Nice! Oh! Cleared off the line! Oh, that was a dangerous save. She cleared it off the line with her foot. Oh, it was a foot save by Jonica. Very good turn by Niles, and that was a shot that we haven't seen from Niles all season. She's also looking as the games come on, she's getting more informed, and the fourth official is up. Let's see how much time he puts up. That was just 1 minute?
1 minute?
Yes, a foot save, a sliding save there by Janica, and Niles broke into the box, beating her defender nicely after a good pass from Janelle, and that was close. Janica saved the day, or is it the afternoon, or maybe the night, or maybe the game, but it was a good save. It was effective. She stretched for all she was worth, and she just saved it off the line. Good. That was a superb effort by Janica, and a fine opportunity for the Shining Stars. Will they live to regret that opportunity that they missed? Janelle heads it forward. Kariana plays it to Tanika. Tanika tried to hit it across field. The ball breaks, cleared away by Janica. And it's halftime here at the Raymond E. Gishard Football Stadium. It's the youngsters nil. It's the Shining Stars nil.
Very exciting first half, end to end. Any team could have been in front at this point in time, but it will be interesting to see what adjustments the coaches make coming into the second half. I would like to see if the youngsters get a little bit more experience in the middle of the field. But the younger players are actually holding up well. The midfield is pretty young this afternoon. It's interesting to know how many of those players across the youngsters midfield are in our national U20. I know some they're in our national youth program, but how many of them will be traveling with the national U20 this week?
A number of them, I know, on the Shining Stars team, Cariana. We also have Michaela.
That's Woodley?
No. Michaela, Kati.
Oh, yes.
We have the Wasp, Maisha. Janica, also from the youngsters.
What about Niles?
Who?
Niles, Tiara.
No. You realize that Tiara I think she just came back.
She just came back?
Yeah, this is only her second game. So I don't think she was into football. And I think that she has held up quite well for only her second game. Mm-hmm. So, very interesting so far. It's a tight game. Both teams going toe-to-toe, head-to-head. And none of the teams giving anything. But I would say in the latter part of the first half, Shining Stars looked the better team.
Yes, they did. I think late in the second half, you saw the experience coming through. Let's see what would be the game plan coming out in the second half. Because, normally the younger players stand up better than the older players late in games. So let's see if the young legs of the youngsters would be able to unlock Shining Stars at the back and get something going for them. But it's very interesting, Mr. Johnson. Looking across the league this year, we have a pretty young league. It smells good for women football in Anguilla. It's nice to see that we have players as young as the primary school age being part of our female league setup. It's interesting to see how many of them will continue. I know we have a very busy summer for the female side of the game, where we have the U20s, the U14s, and the U17s all traveling in a 6-week span. So it will be some great experience, especially for those who are actually going across the age groups. We know some of them will be eligible to travel with all 3 age groups. So it's interesting for them and an interesting time for our female league in Anguilla. I don't know if there's anything today you saw that would you hope to see transition into the international games when the U20 travel later this week.
Well, as I said, I looked mainly at the movement and the fitness of Kit Kit is about a month too advanced for the under 20, but she is for the under 14.
14?
Yes.
She's that young?
Yes. I think she'll make 15. She just made 15. But she's eligible for the under 20, but she's not playing with the under 20. She was selected, but I think she has a basketball engagement that she committed to previously to the football. But she trains with all 3. Also, I'm looking at the movement of the players off the ball and the fitness of the players, the level. Because normally, when we travel, our fitness level always come into question. And so we're looking to get that up. And of course, the reaction of the players to the loose ball and their court awareness.
And those things you pointed out are very, very important. As I was saying earlier in the game today, to the U17 players who are now U20 players, we have to understand the ability to be the 3rd, 4th, and 2nd runner. Too many times our players stand and look at the player with the ball and then decide to move. We need to understand, as you said, I like to hear you always say court awareness, but I said field awareness. As I said to my midfielders today, even if you put it in space and they're not there, you need to let them know that is where I want you to go. So we have to get to the level where our players realize that you have to see the play 2 and 3 plays ahead. It's not a matter of waiting for the play to develop. That was one of the things that at the U17 level earlier this year I realized that we were a step behind everybody else, is realizing they play 2 and 3 plays ahead, the runners off the ball. Once our young ladies could understand and master running off the ball, they will get very dangerous. I'm looking at a young Woodley for youngsters. Despite Janelle is a senior player, she and Reba keeps running at Janelle like, okay, we're gonna take you on, we're gonna interchange, we're gonna run off the ball, we're gonna pull you wide, and I think youngsters are looking most dangerous down the right hand side.
But today it could have been easily 4 or 5 goals could have been scored already. You know the difference? Change of speed, change of direction. For example, there were a couple of times when I thought that Adriana got that opportunity where she was isolated against Jakita. She did not accelerate. She did not change her speed, direction. The same thing happened with our experienced players. Same thing happened with Roxanne, where they hesitated just a bit. And I think with a little bit of explosion, a little bit of game savvy, that is knowing where they are, knowing the situation, where when they had isolation with a less experienced player, when they recognized that there was a one-on-one situation, instead of waiting for the defense to recover, they should have run at the defender, turn the defender, and get an opportunity, even if it was not totally accurate. But they have to take those opportunities. What they did, they hesitated, and by the time they were ready to take the shot, 3 and 4 players were back, and the opportunity went a begging, and it didn't look like an opportunity. But when they go to the next level, they're going to find that those opportunities are going to be converted into goals.
As simple as we mentioned, change of pace, it is a difference between the club level and the international level. When we go to the next level, you don't see players showboating or trying to dribble. Once they get past you, they accelerate because they want to get into the next action or into the next phase, or they want to pull the next defender. They're not going to try to beat you and say, okay, I feel you could get back, so I will beat you again, and I will not, Once they get past you, they realize they get you off balance, they change that pace. Once our players can bring in that change of pace into the arsenal, they would now become very dangerous players to mark. That change of pace, and that is where I enjoy looking at the young Kalia Johnson. She uses that change of pace well in the female league, and that is where I think it separates her from a lot of the other young players around her age group.
Yes, and of course the way in which we're going to get over that, because I had a discussion with Lenny Lake, who is the FIFA consultant, and he said to me that what you would have to do is to isolate your national players and put them in an elite program with elite coaches so that they get accustomed to elite training, so that when they reach at that level, the change of pace, change of direction. You remember that ball that Adriana got and she put it on her right foot to try and score? That would be a no-no for an elite player, because automatically it would be one touch and shoot, because that's what elite players do. They make elite decisions. But that could only come when you have elite training from elite coaches.
I totally agree with you, because even whilst Mr. Lake was here last week, we had an interesting discussion too on the same fitness side of it. Many times you were seeing coaches, for example, in last weekend, coaches were calling for fouls. But what the issue is our players' components of fitness. So when we look at agility and balance of the ball, so many times players would make a move to the right, a fin to the right, but they kind of pull themselves back left. So in doing that, any player would, as you say, blow like a fly, touch them, they fall over, and the coaches call for a foul. But at the international level, you're not going to get those fouls. You have to be able to stand up, and that call for that core of our national players, or our core national players into that elite program, is a direction that we have to seriously take, male and female. We have to keep them and let them understand that change of pace. Even looking at the game earlier with the U17s and the U15s, what was the separation today in the first half especially was the speed of our players who are in from summer break, or overseas based players as we call them. You could see how Varian and the Meek, their change of pace in the midfield was faster than most of our youngsters used to. So when they started to run at them, they were like, whoa, he's just touching it past me and he's blowing past me. So that change of pace, once we could get it even as early as the primary school level or the grassroots level, it will realize how difficult it will become. Because I saw some of it yesterday in St. Martin at even at the grassroots level, how teams, how the players who could change that pace when they get past you were very difficult to defend.
Yes, and so of course we got a lot of work to do, and of course it has to start from the grassroots level and build right up to the national team level. But we are waiting the second half of the game between the youngsters and the Shining Stars. Shining Stars, they are top of the league. The youngsters, they are the defending champions, and they are looking to hold on to that lead. As a matter of fact, they're looking to stretch the lead today, and the youngsters, a win will bring them back into contention. They have been resurging, but they need a win today to be back among the big three. So I think that today is a big game. It's the first match for the youngsters and Shining Stars in the second round, and I think though that Shining Stars, the youngsters, they're playing a little bit, timid, not to lose. If I were they, I would have gone out for the jugulars, because I need a win, and I need to make something happen. I need to get Adriana involved. I would have started my game from the midfield, and I would have put some pressure on the Shining Stars and force them back. Because I think this has to be a tactical game. Instead of allowing them to break out and attack, I would have forced them back into defense and let them defend from the back. But we shall see what happens in the second half. I think it will be a war of attrition, and I think one team will break. I can smell a 1-0. Will the Shining Stars pull off another 1-0 like they did against the Superstars on Wednesday? That was a game to remember. And the Shining Stars on that occasion, they came out on top. Will they do the same tonight? It's left to be seen. It's football here at the Raymond E. Gishard Football Stadium. And we're getting ready for the second half. Both teams are now heading back out. And I see Lala, she is a bit gimpy. She is limping. So we will keep an eye on her to see if she will be able to withstand the whole of the second half and stand firm, or she will break. I would also look and see if the Shining Stars, they will take note of what I am seeing and run at her, because good coaches will identify weakness in the opposition and take advantage of those weaknesses. So we are getting ready for the second half. Don't forget, we have another game in this doubleheader. It will be Gazelles versus the Superstars, who suffered their first defeat of the season, and they went down 1-0 against the Shining Stars in the first round. So they have something to prove. They have to fight back. They're suffering some injuries. Let's see how they deal with that. But we are still in the first game. We're just about to begin the second half.
End to end, we have the youngsters moving from the northern side to the southern side. Shining Stars southern to north, and ball is played back by Adriana and just booted long by Keriana. I wonder what let's see if we see any tactical adjustments in the second half. Tiara Nice tried to make a run down the flank, but the touch is out of play. What's interesting to me, Mr. Johnson, with Tiara is she stays out of football and she pops back in the middle of a season, and she doesn't look like she has ever left.
As is because the rest of our players are not in the fitness at the fitness level that they're supposed to be at. Because if they were at the fitness level that they were supposed to be at, she will be dropping down out there. Anyway, here comes it looks like Cherise. She is shoesless on the right back position. I noticed that Cherise, is she trying to put her shoe back on, or is she struggling with her injury?
Shoes.
Okay. Here is the Shining Stars, picked up there by Jay looking for Niles. Ball picked up by Lala. Lala seems to be struggling with her injury. Was has it on the right hand side. She turns inside, plays it to Carissa. Carissa boots it forward, looking for Isabel. She finds Lala instead. Lala breaking on the left hand side, boots it forward, looking for Adriana. That's a good pass. Adriana, ball breaks.
Lala looks like she's struggling, but she's on the ball again. Look, cuts back in, and that change of pace gets by the player, but only as far as not going to kick it, and kick is trying to find Roxanne. I feel Roxanne is more comfortable with that ball being played to her foot than running onto the ball. So let's hope to see if Kit can supply her some passes. But Johnson, if you realize, Shining Stars made an adjustment. They dropped Kit back in the midfield, and Roxanne is now the lone striker. Do you think that would work better for them in the second half?
I am not sure why that move, because Kit for me is more effective up front. I think that Roxanne has a range, that's one. She also has the passing ability, but I think that Kit will run more and put more pressure on the final defender than Roxanne. Roxanne is not going to run as much, but who am I? Here is Cherise with the throw, just about the halfway line. She throws it into the back of Michaela. Here comes Niles, breaking down the left hand side. She has pressure. She beats past a player, plays it inside. She gives it away aimlessly. No, that was a poor pass. After doing so well, eluding a player on the flank, she should have gone and taken on Shakila, pulled Shakila, and then play it into Roxanne.
And that was what I was looking to see her do, but she rushed a pass. I don't know if because Roxanne called for the ball, but even the positioning of Roxanne wasn't in the best in terms of getting that pass from Niles.
Well, I believe it's fitness level, because after she worked so hard to get past a player, she just didn't have the strength to hold on and move a little bit more. A fitter player would have run at both of them. Here comes the throw into Shakira, breaks it, puts it outside, and it goes out of touch, and it's going to be a throw in for the Shining Stars, the youngsters. Deep in their half, it's 0-0. Both teams going toe to toe in the second half. Ball inside the box. Roxanne boots it out of touch, and it's going to be a goal kick for the youngsters. We're just about 4 minutes into the second half. It's the youngsters 0, Shining Stars 0. Shining Stars, they're looking to hold on to supremacy, and the youngsters, they're looking to battle back into contention, because they struggle a bit. They came back well in the end of the second round, but they still need a win, a big win against a big team. And I think the best team to get it is against the leading team. Here's Cherise booting it forward, looking for Adriana, intercepted there by Carissa, ball booted away there by Janelle. Again, you said to me that Shining Stars, the youngsters, they play with most of the experienced players in defense, but Shining Stars doing similar. Here is the ball played forward, keeper Adelia comes off the line, takes it too. Because look at the defense for the Shining Stars. Most of their experience, it's just that they have more experienced players than the youngsters, but they have most of the experienced players playing in defense too.
That's so true. I just realized that Gina Lake, who was once a national striker, is now playing at left back. Is very, and youngsters break. Oh, could save by Kaiser and tackling, and dangerous tackle in the box, and it's still youngsters with the ball along the flank. Reba tries to get along the line, plays it back to experienced Charis, and Charis dumps it, and there's trouble! Shoot! On the ball! Oh my God! That was what a miss! What a miss! But players are down, Johnson. We have to players down. Medical staff is being gone. What a chance that was, Johnson. What a dangerous cross by Sharis.
The ball came across the goal. It was missed by the Shining Stars. It fell for Michaela. Michaela scooped it onto the crossbar. It came back, and they didn't want it. The youngsters didn't want to score. And eventually, the Shining Stars just bundled it out of the area. But that was a goal then. As a matter of fact, it was a superb, a magnificent. You couldn't ask for better. All they had to do was to just put it in the back of the net. They decided to play around as if to say, I don't want it yet. Maybe they're going to wait until later. But that was the best possible opportunity for the youngsters to equalize. But it was a superb, it was a sumptuous pass. It was a delicious cross from Chavis. It dropped at the feet. First of all, it looks like Adriana. Then Michaela had it, then Reba had it, and then Shining Star cleared it, and then everybody went down like flies.
Yep, and for me, that was a chance where youngsters should have unlocked Shining Stars and put themselves one goal up. But Johnson, do you realize how dangerous Sharis is with all that acre of space playing back there?
She should be in the midfield.
What a pass, what a cross. And I feel if she continues to get that space, she will unlock the Shining Stars from deep. Remember a season or two ago that wonder strike she had as a free kick to win the game.
Win the title.
Yep.
Wow, that was vintage Chavis. Adriana, she went down, she's going back on, she's lumbering back on. They will live to rue that chance. They couldn't ask for better. Headed away there by the Wasp. Here is Lala, plays it forward, cleared there by Jakita. Ball back into the box. Michaela trying to cross it, cleared again. Good work there by Jakita. The ball is with Shaki Boom. Tiara putting pressure on Niles. Here is Lala, ball cleared by Maisha. Oh, that's a good dummy there by Roxanne. Roxanne plays it over the top. This could be dangerous. Shot! Oh, she had time. She could have controlled it, but she decided to go one time. She could have controlled that ball and put it in the back of the net. Tiara Niles.
Yeah, she had acres of space, acres of time. She could have stopped, control it, wait for Sharis, take it back into the center onto a stronger foot, and just slot it past Johnny because she had time. But Johnson, that's end to end in the past 2 minutes, non-stop action. But what I find is very interesting is look at Lala advancing from the back. She's causing all sorts of trouble. There isn't an answer for Lala. Isabel boots it forward as far as Shaki Boom, and Shaki Boom looks to go long and out of play. Johnson, I am saying again, what would happen if you pull Lala defensive mid right in front of Shakila in the center of the field? Do you think that might make a difference?
It would make a lot of difference offensively, but what would happen defensively? They are scared. Because you see again, you see the pass from Roxanne from midfield. That's what I was saying. She's dangerous coming out of midfield. Look at that nice looping pass that she gave to Shakila. That is what you will get from Roxanne that you wouldn't get from Kit. So, here comes the Shining. It's a good game, a great game. Here comes Janelle. Ball played back to Janelle. Janelle has pressure coming from Woodley. The ball blocked out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Shining Stars. Just about the halfway line on the left-hand side for the Shining Stars. It's still 0-0. Tight game. We are now 10 minutes into the second half. Still waiting for the deadlock to be broken. Ball played forward. Here is, it looks like a corner. So this could be dangerous. It's going to be an in-swinging corner for the Shining Stars. And it's going to be, Shining Stars is going to be taken by Roxanne. This could be dangerous.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous. I think one of the strengths of Shining Stars is the set pieces because Roxanne can hit it from anywhere. But let's see what happens. And she plays long. only as far as the youngsters defender and the clear. If you realize there's no pressure on Adriana with the ball, she turns, why turns, and you see John, no change of pace by Adriana, but it's still youngsters. Kayla is on a breakaway. It's Kayla, she turns on him, and Kayla, she gets it across. Only as far as Adele, and that is it, Johnson. Look at how deep Adriana is. Adriana is actually, she playing midfield, she's striking. How can she be effective as the team goal scorer playing so deep? That's my issue.
And if I'm not mistaken, she's a lone striker, but she's not up there. I think she's not in full fitness. If you're going to be a lone striker, you have to be fit. Here is Niles on the left hand side, taken away there by Lala. Lala breaking down the left hand side. She boots it forward, looking for Tanika. Tanika looking for Adriana. Again, Adriana was not alert for that pass. The ball breaks loose again for Lala. Lala trying to find. Lala picks it up again. Lala breaking down the left hand side. Lala. Powder puff to Adele. Adele has it. Adele at the top of the box. She has a very good kick out. Yes, just about the halfway line. This could be dangerous. Here is Roxanne under pressure from Charisse. Shaki boom. Ball breaks for Charisse. Under pressure, she clears it and goes out of touch.
You heard us talking about a change of pace. You realize how well Lala is using that change of pace to get wrong a play. But that final touch in that box of the powder puff.
That's because she's tired. She has too much to run. If she comes out of midfield, it would be easier. So when she beats one, she beats two, she would have a shot. But she's coming all the way out of defense. But trust me, it's a 90 minutes game. By the time it reaches the last 10, she will be out of legs. Trust me. And that is where I believe Shining Stars will be able to take advantage. Who's coming off? I believe it's Niles. Kanima. I believe it's Kanima coming off. Yes, she is. Kanima is limping off. Talia, number 17, is going on for Shining Stars. Kanima limping away to the halfway line. She's struggling. It's 13 minutes into the second half. It's Shining Stars 0 and the youngsters 0. Who will break the deadlock? We shall see. Who will get that all-important goal? Here comes the throw-in. Headed away. Headed backwards by Cariana. Reba picks it up. Reba boots it forward. Blocked away by Janelle.
And the youngsters struggling to get that ball out. But Johnson is interesting now. Let's see. Oh, they send Kid out wide. Kid is now playing wide. Talia up front. Tactical adjustment. What do you think that move would make? Would you send Kid out wide?
Why did you think they sent her out wide? Is it to deal with the speed of... I don't understand. I'm trying to find out what they're looking for. Kanima is in. Here is Charisse with the throw, just about the halfway line. Forward, looking for Adriana. The ball is with Woodley. Woodley gets past Janelle, sends it inside, only as far as Jakida boots it away for a throw. So the youngsters, they're walking their way forward. Did you have a list? I'm trying to get the name of the big player number
7
for the youngsters.
Isn't that Kishma? It looks like Kishma.
Kishma? No, that's not Kishma. I'll get a name for you in a while. Here is a corner. It's a corner for the youngsters. It's going to be taken by Charisse. Charisse with the corner. Charisse. Inside the box, ball. Janelle has it. Janelle, she's breaking out. No, it's Tiara Niles. She's dribbling it out. She has pressure from Charisse. Lala has big kick there from... Oh, again. I have a feeling that... Shaki Boom has an injury. She's struggling with her speed. Check it out. She's struggling with her speed. Look at how Talia just blew past her a while ago. She seemed to be struggling with her speed. So any one-on-one, she's in trouble. Check it out good.
Yeah, she looked very, very slow to the box. She looked like she's hobbling. But I guess maybe that's what the coach is looking for. Talia's speed against an injured backline. Let's see.
And this is why we put Kit up front.
And it's Talia again breaking and ball. Jonica comes quickly off her line. Johnson, if he's wanting, Jonica is very quick off her line.
And I think she's improving with every game. Because early in the season, she was slow off the line. Here's Kit on the right-hand side. Kit has pressure from Tiara. The ball cleared by Was. Miss kick there by Lala. The ball is now with Maisha. Oh, that's a good dummy. But well read there. But it's fouled there by Lala. That's good work there by Maisha.
Very good work, but to me, Lala was equal to the task. The referee's final by finding that was a very soft call. I mean,
a soft call, but a dangerous free kick just outside the box on the right hand side. This is where Roxanne and the Shining Stars dangerous. This is Roxanne country. This is Roxanne's land. This is Roxanne's territory. Roxanne with the free kick just outside right hand side. Sends it inside the box. Keeper comes off. Cleared there by Charisse. Back to Roxanne. Roxanne again. Roxanne inside the box. Hey, nice! Out of touch. Right onto the feet of Tiara Niles. And she could do no more than kick it out of touch. What a pass by Roxanita.
What a pass. What a cross. Youngsters need to be very more disciplined, Johnson. This is Roxanne's territory. We know she can strike it. You cannot be giving up this cheap, easy free kick so deep into your defensive half. If you want to keep Shining Stars on pressure, you keep them up the field. If you realize they're struggling to get the ball out. And what a pass by Wasu to a younger sister Kit. And Kit looks across. Here comes Janica. Janica quickly off the line. Johnson, I'm impressed with the growth of Janica from game to game. Game to game, she has gotten better. Her confidence has improved. But I'm telling you, Reba and Woodley is giving, and Niles is back intercepted, and it's Isabel breaking. Tries to find Roxanne. Roxanne is on the ball. Roxanne Sharis it beautifully. Shari didn't panic. She used her experience and she just won the ball, knock it out for a corner.
Bust in the box and change the speed again. This is where I thought that Roxanne should have taken on Charisse. Bust into the box, force her to foul you. I would have taken her on inside the box. Make her foul me. Again, I want Roxanne to be more decisive inside that box. Create opportunity. Make them foul you. Anyway, here comes the corner. It's going to be taken in swing. Could be a dangerous corner by Roxanita. Roxanne with the corner. Roxanne with the corner. Roxanne. Dangerous. I think that the Shining Star could be doing another body inside the box. Here comes a good one. Headed away by Shaki Boom. Ball. Shaki Boom again. Chavis went in with that karate kick. The ball breaks. It's with Michaela. Collision there. Ball breaks with Adriana. Slow-mo. Pass it wide to Reba. That's a fine pass. Reba. Play down. Reba is in slow-mo. Who is down? There's someone down. Jay is down. She collided with her own player. That was Jakida. Ooh. I could have seen that coming from a mile. There was no communication. But Reba waited until the ball was taken away from her. As if she didn't want it. But that was a good pass by Adriana. Good pass out of the bungle. And now Reba is complaining too. And that's exactly what I was talking about. The players, when they have the ball, it's almost as if they don't want it. That change of speed and change of direction. She had such a nice pass. All she had to do was just accelerate and blow past the defender and get inside the box. She has an opportunity. But she waited until the defender came and took it away. Opportunity gone a begging.
But I'm interested, Johnson, with Adriana's passing ability don't you think that if you take a chance, you drop her back a line and send Reba up with a speed, don't you think that will give Shining Stars some trouble? Do you think, because all day long Reba is blowing past Shining Stars defense?
I think they need Lala up in the midfield, and she could bust out the midfield and become danger. I would keep Adriana up there, but what you want is, see that kind of ball? If Lala gets that kind of ball, it's trouble, because she's gonna hit and run, and I don't think none of that defense line for Shining Stars can stay with Lala. I would have taken a chance. Here is Charis on the right hand side, just about the halfway line. Throw it inside. Need away there by Tanika. Good turn. Tanika fighting. It's a foul. Oh, this is a dangerous foul just outside the box. This is Charis' territory. Oh, Charis is licking her lips. Oh, she's chopping at the bits. This is just about 5 yards outside the 18-yard box on the right hand side, and Charis is smiling. Oh, Charis loves it. Charis. Oh, the wall is coming forward. The wall is advancing, but Charis says, I don't care. I got this. Charis. 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 Charis hits it. No, it's a poor one. Oh, that's not Charis. That's an old Charis. Charis should have done better. She hits it right into the two-man wall. What did Charis do? No! She should not have done that. Dangerous ball. Talia! Speed! Talia! Speed! Keeper! 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 She was a bit slow off the line that time.
Very slow, but she got the job done. Johnson Charis, to me, all Charis had to do was hit the ball to the far post. If you realize, everybody for Shining Stars dropped back into the goal area. Anything could have happened. They could have put it in their own net. All she had to do was just get it over the wall.
Did you understand what I meant about Shaki Boom struggling for pace? Do you see how easy Talia went past her? Here comes a cross inside the box. She got around the defender, but she didn't get around the keeper. She played it wide, Tiara. That was a good ball inside by Roxanne. Tiara got around the defender. All she had to do was to put it in the back of the net. She put it wide of the pole.
Yep, but Johnson, is it me or have youngsters gone to a 4-4-2? Is Tanika now striking? Look at it. You realize earlier in the first half she was a lot deeper, but she has been looking like she's striking now. But I would have gone for Reba pace on top over Tanika.
It's a free kick for the Shining Stars. They are now applying endless pressure. And I will tell you what, Lala is tired. And that's why the spaces are beginning to open up at the back. She's not closing down as fast as she can now, because the runs that she made are now telling her this could be dangerous. Here is Roxanne. Roxanne with the free kick. Headed away there by Lala. As far as Tanika, who can't control it. Played foul by Janelle. Here comes Talia. Talia plays it to Charis. Wrong player. Ball breaks nicely for Tiara Niles. Tiara plays it looking for Janelle, and Janelle just boots it aimlessly out of touch. That was not a good play.
I think Janelle is tired, Johnson. She's tired.
Who's not?
That's true, but a player of Janelle experience should have taken that ball wide and put it up across the face of the goal. For the past few plays that Roxanne have played it across the goal, Tiara has gotten in very good positions. It's just a matter of putting the ball in the back of the net. It has been a very, very interesting past 5 minutes since that miss by youngsters. It's been all Shining Stars, Roxanne, Charis, and Talia, and once again Shaki Boom comes out to the rescue. But still youngsters, and Maisha tries a shot. Mike Johnson, that's the first time I've seen Maisha try a shot from outside the box.
So she's now feeling confident. As a matter of fact, the Shining Stars, they're going with confidence. They're beginning to feel it. They're beginning to smell blood. So the youngsters, they have to be careful, because the pressure is building on the youngsters. Hey, Shaki Boom with the clearance. She can't get it out of the box. Cariana, breaking in slow-mo. She's fouled by, it looks like Roxanne, and a free kick for the youngsters. It's going to be taken by Lala. Lala with the free kick. So youngsters, they're struggling to get out of their half now. Shining Stars applying pressure. Big kick up the top. Wasp comes out. I'm not seeing a lot of the Wasp. The ball's picked up nicely by Roxanne. Roxanne turns on the right hand side. She has Lala with her. She turns on the outside. Can she get a cross in? Blocked. Corner. So corner for the Shining Stars. They are applying endless pressure on the youngsters.
They're knocking, kind of get the door open. But Johnson Roxanne also looks very tired. She couldn't even blow past Lala.
Lala is quick. It's not easy to blow past her. You have to be a strong wind. But look at the youngsters players. They're all bending over. Oh, they look tired too. So, they will crack, will they? This could be the moment. Here is Roxanne with the corner. Here he comes inside the box. Headed backwards. Played away. Shot by Kit Kit is a weak. Powder Puff rolls wide and goes out of touch. And it's going to be a goal kick for the youngsters. But I think that the pressure will mount insurmountably on the youngsters. But they are holding on for their life. They need a goal. But Shining Stars, they are on top. They can afford to hold, strain. Youngsters, they need a goal. They need a victory. Here is Tiara Niles breaking inside the box. Here is she. Has pressure. Has pressure. Blocked away by Lala. And it's a corner.
We keep talking about a change of pace. Tiara just blew past. Just blew past with that change of pace. And as we see Johnson, the youngsters are hanging on. We have just about 18 minutes to go. 18 minutes to go in play. Let's see who would be successful in unlocking first. I would say the closest chance fell to the youngsters, that ball of the crossbar.
The youngsters can't get out of their half now.
Nope. You see, and chances go begging. And that's who again. Lala once again.
She's down.
And she's down.
That's Shaki Boom.
Shaki Boom.
She's down. She's in trouble.
No, she's good. I think she's tired, catching some air. What do you think?
I think she's nursing an injury. Because it was a slow reaction too. Here's the throw. The youngsters. Ball through inside the box. Chavis clear it. Goes out of touch. It's going to be a throw in. So they try to work their way back out of defense. Throw in by Janelle. Ball go out of touch. It will be a throw in again. This time for Shining Stars again. So Shining Stars applying relentless pressure. Will the youngsters break under the pressure? Can they burst through? You can hear the fans for the youngsters saying, let's go. Here's a shot! But it goes over the top. And that's what I was saying. Roxanne has a big kick out of defense. Out of the middle. And she could come across field and she could hit that big kick. That could be dangerous. That's why she's so dangerous in the middle of the field.
I totally agree with you, Johnson. I would have made a play at number 10 position where she could roam and play around the speed of Talia and Kiki. If I was the Shining Stars at this point in time, I would have taken a chance. I would have gone 2 on top. Try to see if I could unlock the youngsters, because at the end of the day, a draw leaves them in a very ticklish position going into the second round. Points in the bag is points in the bag, but you do not want to leave it that you have to end up with. And it's a Wasp breaking from the back. She plays it wide to Kit. Kit looks. Kit crosses, and it's Shaki Boom. Only as well. Kit puts it back across again, and the youngsters are so tired they just knock it out for a corner. If I'm a coach out there and I see a team is struggling, I'm looking to apply some pressure. I'm going offensive, Johnson. What do you think?
Well, maybe the Shining Stars, they are satisfied with their 3-point lead and they feel that is enough to win the championship. You never know. But Shining Stars, they are putting the pressure on the youngsters. The youngsters, they are struggling. I just feel a goal is coming anytime now. Anytime now, I could feel it. I could smell it. It's in my bones. Here's Carissa with the corner. Inside the box. Carriana plays it back just easily. Headed away by Cherise. As far as Isabel. Picked up by the youngsters. Was can't control the header. Adriana has it. Pressure. Played forward. But we go out of touch. A little bit too hard by Tanika. Looking for Reba. It's a throw-in for the Shining Stars. Rare opportunity in their half. Just about the halfway line. Youngsters not even coming forward to mount pressure. They are just contented in staying in their half. Here is Mikila heading it out of touch, throwing for the Shining Stars. The youngsters look as if they are not interested in coming forward.
Look like to them a draw is a victory, but I'm the youngsters as the defending champs. I would love to start the second round with 3 points, but there's a sub. Johnson, that's an interesting sub. What an interesting sub. What do you think about the sub?
Tiredness, but I didn't think Tiara was tired. I just think that you just want some fresh legs on. Here is a throw. Here is Roxanne, plays it across field. This could be a foot race. Here comes the keeper off the line. Quick again. Good work by Janica. Kicks it out. She's improving. Ball breaks for Tanika. Tanika can't control. Neither can Adriana. Carissa wins the battle. Again, Lala looks tired. It's a tired clearance. Headed away there by. It's a big kick. Both teams look quite tired. The constructive build-up now has gone. It's just a matter of booting it forward, and yes, who takes it, who wants it, takes it. But the constructive football has gone, and both teams just look at the hands. But they still have another 15 minutes.
Yes.
Here is Kit sends it inside. Keeper comes off the line, takes it easily. So now Roxanne would have send that ball across with a little bit more power, a little bit more accuracy. Kit would have put it in the goal. What's this? Something wrong with the ball? So, is something wrong with the ball? Perhaps it's too soft. It needs some air. Maybe it's out of shape. Here's the keeper kicking it out. It's with Tanika. Tanika first touch is not good, but she has it. She plays it wide to Cherise. Cherise picks it up. Cherise boots it forward, looking for Adriana. She does. Adriana has pressure. Good pressure from that's good defending there by number 4, Jakita
basically showing her experience and say, Adriana, not today.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe next round, but not today.
Good defense. That's how I like to see defenders play nice and tight and close. No space. Here's Carissa. Cleared. Under pressure. Good pressure by Adriana. Fighting back like the Jedi. They need a goal. They need to put some pressure. Reverse psychology on the Shining Stars. They need to get back into this game. It's 0-0. Somebody need to break the deadlock. We haven't had a 0-0 game for the tournament. Would this be the first 0-0? I doubt it. Somebody will get one.
Let's hope. Remember, this is the second round, Johnson. Traditionally, our teams tighten it up by the time they get into the second round. I'm wondering if now we might need to even think of adding a preseason, where even if the teams play maybe two of the league teams officially, but we call it as a preseason. So by the time they get into the league, they are at least in 90-minute 11v11 shape.
Yeah, maybe you should play the knockout first. Well, booted out of touch there by the Shining Stars are throwing inside the box. Dangerous. Keeper comes off the line. Good call by the keeper. Well read by Jakita. Adela has it. Adeli clears it. Ball breaks nicely for Maisha. Maisha plays it wide, looking for Kit Kit. She does. You see that nice diagonal run by Kit Kit? Plays it inside. Headed away there by Lala. The ball goes out of touch. Now, when the ball came off of Lala, nobody wanted it. Somebody could have advanced quickly and got the ball, but both of them like jog after it and allow it to go out of touch. Here is Kit Kit. Is a foul throw.
Yep, and that is one of the things you realize is like sometimes the ball could still be won and play could continue, and everybody say, okay, I'll take a throw, I'll settle for whatever you give me.
They're just not aggressive enough, and I think that something is missing. Thank you, sir. Here is a foul throw again, and it's going to be a throw in
to the Shining Stars. Roxanne, she has 3 wrong. She gets wrong 2. Looking to get it over. Looking to get it across. Gets it across. And is it? Flag is up. And it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. What's the call? The referees are talking. And what is it? It's a foul? It's a foul just on the edge of the box. Just outside the 18. Roxanne Country. Roxanne Country Johnson, what do you think would happen is, what would you do if you were the coach?
Play it inside the box.
But no wall. Crowd no.
Experienced keeper, I would even play at the far pole at goal because the keeper
no wall.
Experience.
No wall, Johnson. I would go near post. What do you think?
The angle is bad, so
flat pass across the face of the goal. There is nobody. There is no wall. Look at it. Nobody on the near post. I would go near post. And anything could happen, and it's still in the box. Maisha, pop off, and the ball is still loose in the box. Nobody wants it. It's like a hot potato. Finally cleared. Cleared only as far as the Was. Was to Roxanne. Very soft pass. But still Roxanne. Roxanne takes on 2. Roxanne gets it across. Roxanne gets it across. And now it's out. Out of touch. Johnson. What I would have done as a Roxanne, I would have gone hard near post.
hard near post.
Hard near post. There was nobody on the near post. There was no wall. Inexperienced keeper. Hard. Anything could happen. What do you think?
Yes, because you have an inexperienced keeper, so you had to go at her with power, and I think hoping that it would slip through. Here is a kick by Shaki Boom. We are now winding down. We're into the 39th minute. Here is a ball played out of touch. Now again, Janelle limping. She's gimpy. So we are now heading into 40th minutes, 39th minute. And the teams are still battling. Somebody trying to break the deadlock. Here is Adriana breaking forward with Janelle. Janelle hits it into the body. Ball breaks again nicely for Janelle. Janelle back to Mikila. Cleared away by the Wasp. Missed. Chavis plays it forward on as far as Maisha. Oh, this is dangerous. Roxanne shimmies. Too long. Given back to her by Michaela. She has Michaela with her. She's motoring past Michaela, plays it wide, and it's a foul against Roxanne. Again, she held on a bit too long. Indecisive. Not that change of pace, not that change of direction, not that speed that I'm asking for.
And at the moment she used a change of pace, she used her hand to extend. It's one of the things of Roxanne that at the international game she would survive with it. But for some reason at the local game she tends to get called for it. You know, at the international game you see a lot of more hand involved, a little more extension of hand. So I think it's very frustrating for her sometimes that she gets the bad end of the stick. It's just that, you know, some players are more suited for the international game based on the style of play over the club level.
Here's Roxanne again. Roxanne versus Shaki Boom. Roxanne, she goes inside, stretching tackle there from Shaki Boom. She comes up limping. Here is Adriana breaking on the left hand side. She has the wash. She turns inside. Lots of space. Here comes. Oh, this could be trouble, but she doesn't control. In Reba. Reba turns inside. Good pass to Tanika. Tanika gets inside the box. Boots it into the shin of Tiara Niles, and he goes out of touch. That was a good break, but if Reba first touch was good, that could have been dangerous because she would have been inside the box.
Yeah, she would have been in, or she needed to get. But Johnson, I think she was eluded by the bounce. It looked like it bounced and it spun away. And it's youngsters. Youngsters with a throw. Dangerous throw to Adrian and ball back to Shari. Oh, out of touch. Johnson. I feel if youngsters get a free kick anywhere in the offensive third, it will be trouble.
They can't get a free kick because they don't have enough pressure. The wrong players are in the wrong position right now, in my opinion. Here is Tiara. Kariana pushing forward. Maisha, Kariana. Ball breaking. Breaking now with played back to Chavis. Chavis plays it across field. Looking for Adriana. Adriana turns into the Wasp. Cleared. It's good team defense. Headed forward there. Roxanne has it. Turns inside. Cleared. Here is Kit Kit. This is trouble. Oh, but you have the speedy Lala back there. Perhaps that's why Lala is back, to counter the speed of Kit Kit. Ball goes out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Shining Stars. So we're in 42, minute number 42. Are we heading for our first 0-0 draw, or will we have the first heartbreaker? Or will we have a heartbreaker today? Will someone get one in the dying moments? We shall see. It's 0-0. Shining Stars and the youngsters. Here is a ball passed back by Roxanne, played across the field. Ball kicked at goal. Coming off the line easily is the custodian in Janica. Janica, good kick. She's improving all the time. Headed away there by Carissa. Nice header to Tiara. Intercepted, booted forward, only as far as Maisha. Maisha picks it up. Maisha plays it wide, looking for Talia. Intercepted by Lala. The ball goes out of touch. It's a throw-in for the Shining Stars. It is with the Wasp, number 2.
Number 2 Wasp. We have just about 3 minutes left in play for that. And the ball is in possession of Shining Stars. Back to the Wasp. Was looking to dump it, and she dumps it looking for Roxanne. Cleared by Shaki Boom to Isabel. Isabel boots it back, and Charis is there next to Roxanne saying, "No, Roxanne, not today." Youngsters is looking to get the ball out. Getting it out. As far as a touch, and it's a throw to Shining Stars. Johnson, pressure is on. Just about 2 minutes left in the game, plus added time. Who do you think will get a goal at this time, or do you see it's heading to our first draw of the season?
Yes, I could see a stalemate coming. I don't think it's the first draw. I think it's the first 0-0 draw, because I think Gazelles and Soldiers played to a 1-1 draw. Here's a head. Kit with a kick across goal. It's inside the box. The ball is dangerously bouncing inside the box. Headed away by Chavis. Ball breaks. Here is Janelle with a shot. Ball will go wide. Kept inside. Here is Reba, plays it forward to Tanika. Tanika, oh, that's nicely. She knocks Jay. Here is Tanika. She plays it forward. Here comes Jakita using her speed and clears it nicely. Well read by Jakita.
Very well read by Jakita. But I felt Tanika should have held on to that ball one more touch before making that pass, giving Reba that time to advance, because Reba was deep. Let's see what happened. And that was the pace I'm speaking about from Reba. Would have caused some trouble for Charis. Goes in to Adriana. Adriana looks to get past Carissa, and it goes out. Carissa just knocks it out for a throw. Youngsters is adding some pressure. Late Johnson. Let's see if they can unlock Shining Stars this late in the game. You know, we're known for late goals, and if a goal comes at this time, that's the winner.
It's all over. Who wants it more? That's the question. We are in the 45th minute, so we're into extra time. And look at the clock now. It looks like what, about 1 minute? Most maximum 2.
We had a few injuries. I say 3.
6? What's that? 6 minutes?
Yep.
6 minutes injury time? Boy! Aye, Cypher! 6 minutes injury time. So we have 45 minutes and we are playing 6 minutes extra time. Ball is with the youngsters. But no, picked up by Roxanne. Roxanne boots it forward, it's a footways, but Lala is back there. Lala, Kit. Lala, Kit. No, it's Kit, Lala. Plays it back to Talaya. Plays it forward. Kit has it. Kit on the right hand side. Plays it to Roxanne. This could be dangerous. Roxanne to Kit. Roxanne to Kit. Kit. What will Kit do? Sends it inside. Cleared by Shari's trouble.
But Johnson, you realize Talia is now out wide and Kit is back on top. Didn't we say that from the time the sub was made? Keep Kit on top because she was causing the youngsters a lot of trouble in the first half. If this game goes to a draw, I feel that was a tactical mistake in the game. When you have your foot on a team's neck, you don't let them out.
You break it, right?
You break it.
Well, this is a dangerous corner. Here comes Roxanne with the corner. Inside. Slow. Kit has it. Cleared by Antoinette. It's Kit out to Roxanne. Can Roxanne get it inside the box? Roxanne sends it in. It's a dangerous one. It's inside. Cleared by Charisse. Only as far as the Wasp. The Wasp punches it inside the box. Headed away there. Headed back. It's a ping pong inside the box. Trouble. Cleared by Shaki Boom. Here is Adriana trying to break. Wasp breaking inside. Cleared by the youngsters. Ball back inside. It's end to end. Ball cleared again. Here is trouble. Cleared again, this time by Shaki Boom. It's a handball and Talaya.
If I'm the youngsters now, I'm looking to push everybody along. Into extra time, I need 3 points. I'll take a risk, Johnson. I don't know about you.
Well, I don't think, look at the youngsters. They're not taking any risk. They're taking a break. They are tired. They just need a breather. Look at Adriana. She's in no man's land. Here is Shaki Boom with the kick. Shaki Boom. It's 48 minutes. 48 of 51. 3 minutes left. It's 0-0. Shining Stars. Shining Stars and the youngsters. Here is Shaki Boom. Big kick over the top. Adriana foul. And who?
Wow.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Shari's territory.
I am tired of saying that. Chavis, you better claim your country now. Take your time, Chavis. Take your time. Conserve your energy. Why are you running, Chavis? Chavis, slow down. Where you do? This is the last kick. It's the last kick. Take your time. Look at it. Measure it. And finish it. What will Chavis do? It's Chavis. Last throw of the dice. Chavis, can she get it right this time? Chavis kicks it into the box. Trouble, ball breaks. Shot, break. Kaliana, cleared. Here is Roxanne breaking, blocked. Maisha, youngsters in trouble. This could be counter-attack. Offside by a mile. As a matter of fact, offside by 10 miles was Kit. I think that Roxanne held it a bit too long.
She held it a bit too long, but Kit was outside from before. All Shari's had to do was put that ball high. If you realize, inside the 6-yard box, there was all yellow. But anything could have happened.
Roxanne had a perfect opportunity to counter-attack. Played early to Kit. And let Kit outrun them. Big kick over the top. Ball break. Here is Isabel. I haven't seen Isabel in ages. Roxanne plays it wide to Tiara, this is trouble. Tiara breaking inside the box. Tiara, can she get across? And she's blocked. Fall. Oh, this is danger. Roxanne country inches outside of the 18-yard box. As a matter of fact, 70 ounces outside of the 18-yard box. Cypher!
Wow. Wow.
This definitely is the last kick.
And
Last kick.
it looked like the last hurrah. But look at the difference, Johnson. Roxanne is taking her time. Sharis was running to the ball. Roxanne is at the point, okay, this is the last chance. I'm going to bury this game right now.
I'm holding my hat.
Hold it.
I'm holding
Roxanne, no wall. Roxanne. And she just puts it wide.
Oh, what a poke kick.
No wall. Just drive the ball across the goal. Anything could happen.
It's over. Who is down? The whole of youngsters down. The whole of youngsters down. Look here. They're crawling hands and knees and toes. They can't make it, but it's over. According to my watch, it's 51.112. It's got to be the last kick. There's got to be a draw. And that's the final whistle. It's a 0-0 draw. We have played to a stalemate. It's the youngsters nil. It's the Shining Stars nil. Both teams have battled all day, long and hard, and they have come out with a stalemate.
Very interesting game. Both teams hit the crossbar to the Johnson, who had a crossbar in both halves. Could have gone anybody game, but it now makes the table even bit more interesting, because that for me is 2 points dropped by the leader of the league.
I thought that Shining Star should have won today's game. I'm just talking about from the play. Shining Star, I would say, had 70% of the possession, 70% of the advantage. They almost lived in the youngsters' half. Youngsters had a good chance, yes, but Shining Stars were camping out in the youngsters' half. They should have put more. See, they should have created more goal scoring opportunity. That's one, and they should have finished.
That's so true, but you also have to remember, youngsters are the defending champs, and they might be saying to themselves, if you are going to win that championship, you're not going to win it by defeating me in the second round. You could beat everybody else, you could beat up on everybody else, but to win that championship, I am not giving it to you. I'm not lying down and allow you to beat me up like you did in the first round and say you're going to walk out with the championship. But as I said, what was the difference, I think, between the youngsters and the Shining Stars? The youngsters were a little bit more composed in the offensive third than the Shining Stars. Shining Stars their shots were rushed. They were not sure as to what they wanted to do. They had a few good runs, brilliant passes, brilliant opportunities. The game could have easily been 6-0 to Shining Stars.
But I honestly thought that Shining Stars, youngsters came out for a draw, because I saw opportunity where they could have pushed experienced players forward looking for goals, but they chose to hold them back and play safe. But I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to look for someone, and I will come back in about 5 to 10 minutes. We will see the battle between Gazelles and Superstars. Let's hope that we don't end up with another stalemate. I will greet you with the news that at the end of the first game in the doubleheader right here at the Raymond E. Gishard Football Stadium, it's Shining Stars 0 and the Youngsters 0. We'll see you in 5 to 10 minutes.